So I know a lot of you may use Cash App to send money to your friends and family, but today we're gonna be talking about Cash App investing. Obviously, they're new to the game. We've have Acorn, Stash, all these other different apps that have been out for a while, and Cash App is notoriously known to be somewhat as a money app to send money for friends and families, such as like PayPal and like Zoom. It's similar to that, but they've just joined the game. So should you use the Cash App investing app? We're gonna talk about it today. But if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brandon Young. On this channel, I teach you how to make, save, and invest money. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss a thing. Now, one of the main reasons why I speak so highly about all these investing apps, because I hear from so many people that it's hard to get started with investing. But in this day and age, there are so many apps that not only make investing simple, they don't make you use a lot of money to get started. Now, Cash App is one of those apps. Now, the first question you may ask is, how easy is it to invest with Cash App investing? And I'm going to show you right here how simple it is, because it is very simple. So literally, guys, all you have to do to get started is you pretty much, right next to the dollar symbol, there's a little squiggly line. You click on that. Then it goes to investing for everybody. They show you all these apps. Well, they show you all these stocks, and you're not going to be able to press any of them, but that's okay. And they pretty much show you all the stocks that, you know, they're keeping track of, people's favorite companies. Now, all you pretty much got to do, you go to a stock you want to buy, you press buy, you press the amount of money you want to purchase it for, and you press next. And after you press next, it literally just asks you for some personal information. Obviously, Uncle Sam is going to want to know some information about you, want to know why you are investing in American companies, and afterwards, it will deduct the money from your account, your Cash App account, or if you have a debit or credit card hooked up. And that's pretty much it. That's all it takes to actually invest. Now, Brandon, how do they actually allow us to just invest $1? Especially if Apple is a stock that's around $300. How am I allowed to only invest $1 to get this? So the way they accomplish this is by doing something called fractional share investing. So say there's a lot of volume, there's a very popular stock such as Apple, and it's getting traded a lot during the day. If you have a lot of these people buying like $1 shares here and $5 shares here, what they do is, since that Apple share is about $300, they'll pool everybody's money together for the day. So they'll do probably 1-2 trades for the day. They'll pull everybody's money together. You know, they'll buy those shares, because obviously the Apple share is about $303 if I'm not mistaken. And once they, you know, accumulate the shares, then they will pass the shares of, you know, how much you bought. Since you bought $1, they'll give you your portion. That other person bought $5 worth, they'll give them their portion. And that's how that's accomplished. So that's what's called fractional share investing. Now, obviously, this is not something that is new. A lot of these apps, such as Acorn, Stash, all these apps have been doing this for a while now. So it's not really a new technology or a new thing that's been around, but it's becoming very popular. And obviously, people should be taking advantage of this, because you can invest in some of the most popular stocks without having to break your bank. Because the biggest stipulation is, oh, you got to go in, put $303 to get some Apple shares. But no, but Cash App, you can put in $1 and you can have some Apple shares. Now, the next question is, Brandon, is it really free? And the answer is yes, it is absolutely free. You are not paying for this service, which is awesome. You are actually getting to invest. There's no, you know, commission fees, none of that. You're investing for free. So that is awesome. Now, the next question is, so if it's free, they're not making any commissions on it or nothing, how exactly are these companies making money? Because obviously they're not making it off commissions and all these other things. So how are they actually making money to survive? Well, that's a very good question. And I gotta say, they make money 3 different ways. So the first way is when you actually have money in your account that you're not investing, that money is getting held in a account that, you know, Cash App holds. And whenever money is not being used, Cash App is gaining interest on that. So imagine you're maybe holding $5 in your account. To you, you're like, oh, $5, they're getting interest on $5. That's not that much. But Cash App has over 50 million users, if I'm not mistaken. It's either 15 to 50 million users. So imagine each one of them holding $5 to $10 in their account, and they're gaining interest on that every single day. They're making some serious bank from that. So think about it that way. They're making money from the money that you're not using. The next way that they're actually making money is something called order flows. We're not gonna go too much into it, but pretty much for almost every $300 of transactions, they make about a measly 2-3 cents for every $100 that is, you know, used. So it's something that you don't really see that often. It's not a big number, so you're not really paying attention to 1 or 2 cents. But think about it, there's a lot of transactions going on every single day, and if you have 15 to 50 million users doing transactions every single day, and you're getting like about 2-3 cents from that, it's gonna add up, really gonna add up. And then the next thing that they make money from is when people want to deposit, or I think withdraw money pretty quick, they do try to take that 1% from you. So when you want that instant payout, you pay them that 1% and they get paid that way as well. So obviously they do have some type of ways that they do make money from the app. So don't think just because they're not charging you that they aren't making money. They know what they're doing. So Brandon, you spoke about how to buy a share, but how do you sell a share? Well, the same thing has to happen. Pretty much when you buy the share, fractional share investing goes on. Same thing with selling a share. When people are sharing, they basically gotta pull up the shares that are getting sold. And at the end of the day, you know, once they sell, they do one order, they sell it, and everybody who pulled their money together will get their money. Pretty much that's how it happens. Just how you buy it, that's how you sell it as well. So I have a dividend paying stock, but how do I actually get dividends? Where do they go to? Now, pretty much when you receive a dividend payment, it will actually go into your Cash App account. So when you get a dividend payment, it goes to your Cash App account. But you should actually be reinvesting those dividends, because obviously once you get this dividend payment, you want to buy more stocks, and it's actually not money that you're losing. It's money that you've gained from the actual company paying you on a quarterly basis. You should be doing this not only on Cash App, you should be doing it in general. You should be using, this is a great way to grow your portfolio without having to lift a finger. Set everything to automatic reinvesting. Have these dividend paying stocks make you more money, because as you keep reinvesting it, it's going to earn you more money every single time the dividend payment is going out. Just some investment advice. Now, when it comes to this app, one of the major cons that I see is they don't have a lot of the ETFs and stocks on this platform. The reason why I feel this is so is because when it comes to fractional share investing, you want to have a stock that is getting a lot of high volume, so a lot of buying and selling, because this allows you to actually have people be able to buy and sell the share. When you have a stock that isn't that popular, then these orders kind of take long to go out, because a lot of people aren't buying the stock or a lot of people aren't selling the stock. So they're usually gonna pick just the most popular stocks. These include probably Amazon, Facebook, Apple, just to name a few. But I would love to see them add a couple more stocks and ETFs, just to make it a little bit more competitive. So what do I think about the app? Do I think it's a good app? Would I recommend it to people? Obviously, there's a lot of apps out there. We have Acorn, Stash, just to name a few. And all of these apps, they relatively do the same thing nowadays. But Cash App, it doesn't stand out. I mean, to me, obviously, because of simplicity, it's one of the only apps that allows you to start with $1. A lot of the other ones, I think the minimum is 5 or 10, which, you know, that isn't a major reason to use it over the other ones. But for Cash App, if you're somebody who uses it on a daily basis, you're constantly using Cash App, maybe this might be a good alternative for you, because if you're already on the app all the time, you might as well invest on it as well, because maybe you're getting some payments from people. You just have the money sitting there. Maybe you can take the money, you can invest it. You have no excuse now. But in my total opinion, the ease of use for this app is relatively simple. It's a very nice interface, but in terms of it standing out, of it doing things that other apps do, they all relatively do the same thing. Obviously, Cash App, they don't have a high yield saving account, so compared to the others, I would probably use another one over Cash App. But if you're somebody who uses Cash App on a daily basis, definitely give it a try, give it a look. I like to invest across a lot of different platforms just to test them out, but if you got a spare $1, spare $5, go ahead, invest it on Cash App. You know, give it a try. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, go subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.